It's Monday, everybody. Monday. Can you hear the excitement in my voice? Yeah, it's Monday. And it's February 26th, 2018. And this is an event with Nick R. Murphy. It's getting late. I'm getting stressed, so we gotta get running with the show here. Let's go. This is the All That theme song. Just gonna save some time here. I'm not gonna talk about this after I'm done playing it. Hey, Kel Mitchell was on this show. Remember him? Yeah. Remember that? I don't know who that is. I don't know Josh Sir. I don't know who that is. But he was on All That back in the day. Kenan Thompson. He's the What Up With That guy. What up with that? What up with that? Alright. That's enough of that. Oh boy. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing. Gotta get the juices flowing here. Oh boy. I'm tired. So tired. You guys tired too? I'm pretty tired right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's start the day with some instant buttons. Instant buttons again, guys. Oh no. Where am I going with this? It's like, okay, here's Instant Buttons, the app, and I'm sure you get asked this of all your apps. Do you enjoy using the app? It's asking me right now. Should I answer? I never answer. I always try to click away. But here's a chance to really get my voice out there and explore my true feelings about the Instant Button app. It's like, do you like Instant Buttons? Rate us. Yes, no, remind me. If I click outside the box, it should just go away, right? No. I have to click remind me. Because I'm not going to go all the way to the Google Play Store and leave a review. Do I have time for that? No. So remind me to do that, app. No. So you guys don't have to remind me. The app has to remind me. It's the app's responsibility. You don't have to remind me to rate Instant Buttons. Okay? Yes. Oh boy. Let's start the show right, guys. Let's start the show right. You know, let's pretend like there's an audience here. And let's do some applause. Yeah. Hey, thank you guys. Thanks. And there are other options here. You got regular applause, which is great. That's going into favorites because I often say things that require a round of applause. So when I say something awesome, I'll just follow it up with, "Thank you guys. Thanks." Okay. Thank you. And we have the short applause here. It's not as liked. Yeah. More applause. Smattering. It starts smattering and then it becomes bigger. Yeah. This is a different one, I think. This is called bad applause. Let's see how that goes. It's like a kind of a slow clap. You even hear that? Let's play it again. Okay, whatever. That's stupid. Applause, LOL. I don't hear anyone laughing. There's the LOLs. Alright, the rest of these applause ones suck, so let's just stick with the best, the regular applause. Okay? Give yourself a round of applause. Alright, cool. Awesome. That is awesome, guys.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Yeah. Yeah, I can't let an episode go by without going to the favorites at some point. Oh boy. All right, I'm sure everyone's tired of this one.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Pickle Rick. Oh, you're so dead. It's so not funny anymore. I remember there was a day when this was funny, but it's so not funny anymore, and it sucks.
I'm Pickle Rick!
No, it's not doing it for me. It's not. I'm sorry.
I'm Pickle Rick!
No, just stop. Just stop trying. It's not, it's not funny anymore. Okay? It's not funny.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Just, if you keep saying it, it's not gonna make it funnier, okay? You understand?
Pickle Rick!
Shut up! Just shut up!
I'm Pickle Rick!
Shut up!
Oh, hi, Mark.
That's always funny. That never gets old. Never. Oh, man.
My man!
Yeah. Oh, boy, so... a little kick in the ass that I got before I started recording here. I get email alerts like about a year and a half ago, probably about the tail end of 2015. So a year and a half ago. That was 2.5 years ago, man. 2.5 years ago feels like a year and a half now. Damn, I'm getting old. Damn. So it was like almost 2.5 years ago that I subscribed to New York Times email alerts, and they email me headlines, so I get the news fast before most people do, right? I guess I get it around the same time everyone else does, but this is breaking news from New York Times, and we all know we got to listen to the New York Times, right? But this headline gave me a chuckle. I didn't read the body of it yet. I'm saving it. I was saving it for the show because I got this a few minutes before I started, and yeah, here it goes. Like, breaking news, guys, breaking news. Like, President Trump condemned officers outside the Florida school shooting who didn't stop it, saying he'd run in even if I didn't have a weapon. No, you wouldn't. No, if you even, especially if you didn't have a weapon. Oh my God, it's like if I was there, it would have been a very different situation. Okay, it would have been very different. Yeah, sure. Oh boy, should I even read this? Do I even give this a chance? Like, oh man, because there's a paywall. You get only about a handful of free articles, then you gotta like pay the subscription. And I think I used them up, but let's see if I haven't. I created a little bit of suspense here, so there's a little bit of stakes. So let's see if I click on this, would I be able to read the whole thing, or did I use up all my free articles for this month? We'll see. There we go. All right, loading. All right. Trump says he would have rushed in unarmed to stop the school shooter. The balls on this guy. He's such a hero. This guy. He's such a hero. And and you know what? I would have done the same thing. Yeah. Even if I didn't have a gun, and no weapons training of any kind, I would just run in there and say, "Hey, you, knock it off." Then I'll throw like a chalkboard eraser at him, because that would be like the only weapon I would have, and then I would be dead. I'd be dead. And it'd be very sad. And, there would be candlelight vigils and everything, and I would just be another one of the victims. No. On second thought, no, I would not go in there, ever. If I did have a gun, yes, maybe. Especially if I had weapons training, definitely. Like, that's kind of your, that's a call to action. It's like, you can't refuse the call to action. Like, what kind of human being are you? It's like, it's like, like, by not going in, you lose. Although if you went in, you would lose your life, but you would be a hero, even if you got killed. So do you want to be dead and a hero, or alive and a loser? And the guards outside the school made that choice to live and be losers. Yep. And if Trump was there, he wouldn't have done anything. I'm willing to bet. But no, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. I can't even read the story now because it's like I probably made it more than what it was, because that's what headlines do. They like get your mind going, and if you don't read the story, it won't be put back in your, you wouldn't gain rational perspective. And maybe I shouldn't have rational perspective right now because it's more entertaining if I'm irrational about this. So I gotta go in the name of comedy, and I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to try to be objective about this. Trump said he'd go in unarmed, and I call bullshit on that noise. Bullshit. No way. No way, Mr. Trump. It's like, let's see him actually get into a situation like that and see what he does. Let's see what he does. And if he does something, like, amazing, then I'll eat my words. I won't have any problem doing that. But, you know, that's something Trump does have a problem with. You know, he never, like, that's what bothers me about it. Like, I'm not as big a Trump hater as some of the people who just hate him. I'm like, what? What this guy, what? It's like, and the thing that bothers me is that he never apologizes. That's like a, you know, billionaire power play or whatever. He never apologizes. And probably worse is he never admits when he's wrong. Never admits it. Ever. It's like, have some humility. Maybe people would grow some respect for you. I don't know. But no, instead he's like, I don't even know, man. I got a cough. Allergies, man. This weather is crazy. Oh, boy. It's like, damn it, Mr. Trump. Damn it. It's like, I just don't understand why he has to say those things. It's like, yeah, he just goes, yeah, I would have gone in unarmed. I would have taken down the killer, the gunman, with my bare hands, and I would rip his heart out of his chest with my bare hands, and I would take a bite out of it as a victor. Yes, I would do that. It's like, if that was me, I'm just saying, if that was me, they are lucky that was not me, because if the circumstances were such as you have described them, but with me in them, that's a very different and scary outcome for all those involved. If, you know, if, oh, yeah. I made that, yeah, this is like, that was a quote from Family Guy, and I made a meme with Donald Trump's face on it about a year and a half ago. And this is an actual year and a half. It wasn't 2.5 years. It was a year and a half ago I made this meme. And it was just, like, if that was me, oh, man. Like the overdramatic, no, not the overdramatic, I forget the lead into that cutaway was, but it was like this, you know, Italian and a white beater saying, if that was me, I'm just saying, if that was me, they are lucky that was not me, because if the circumstances were such as you have described them, but with me in them, that's a very different and scary outcome for those involved. If. Right? Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, boy. Let's see what else we're dealing with here. I haven't really looked at the headlines. Yeah. I ran into another headline, and it was something else Donald Trump reportedly said. That he's like, he praised the Philippine president, Duarte, or whatever his name is, for his war on drugs, the killing all the drug dealers. Like, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. We should kill all the drug dealers here, too. Well, like, if you want to kill the drug dealers, then you're going to have to get a lot of pharmaceutical CEOs and line them up. And I don't think that's going to pan out. I don't think it's going to work out too well, because those are the biggest drug dealers. Otherwise, you're just killing losers on the street trying to make a living. It's bad, but they're making a living, I guess. You gotta survive somehow, I guess. We all need money. But the CEOs, the pharmaceutical CEOs, those are the head honchos. Those are the big cartel guys. Yep. I don't know. Let's see what this, like, here's a headline. Apple confirms it uses Google's cloud for iCloud. Oh, really? No, you're working with other companies now. You can't do it on your own, Apple. Oh, no. You need Google's help with the cloud? Oh, I'm so sorry. Steve Jobs must be spinning in his grave right now. Oh, no. You use Google's cloud? That's that's uh that's heresy. It's treason then, you know? Oh man, that is oh, okay. Yeah, you need some help, huh? Well, that's good. That's in a way that's good because it's like, but if they need Google's help, then it's Google that has all the power now. Holy crap. Yeah, Google's got us by the nuts. I'm you know, YouTube is owned by Google. And I'm actually I'm doing business with Google right now. And my email is at Google. It's like Google has taken us by the nuts with the short hairs and pulled us down to the ground with their cloud. Oh man, and I use so many Google products, and I'm eyeing getting a Chromecast so I can cast to my TV. I'm really thinking about it. Seriously, I'm thinking about it because because there's some apps that I can't cast to my TV because I don't have a Chromecast. You know, like you could cast YouTube all day long, but you can't cast other video sites, you know. And I think the Chromecast is supposed to somehow let you do that. I'm not sure. That's why I really haven't gotten it yet. I'm gonna get the Chromecast and see, but I don't, you know, money is a precious resource, so I don't want to invest in something that's just gonna be total ass and shit. So it's like, you know, I can't in good conscience do that. But I don't know, time will tell. If I have a few, like, you know, the cheapest Chromecast is like $35. If I have an extra $35 to throw away, maybe I'll bite the bullet and get the Chromecast. But they do have the other, like a Chromecast Premium, and it's spider wrapped at Walmart, and it's $79. I'm like, what's the extra stuff you get with that? It's like, what can this do that the regular Chromecast, which isn't spider wrapped, what can that do what that cannot? I mean, what? And, you know, yeah, in times like these, I can't really make that investment when I gotta get a new phone and a new laptop computer for work purposes, but I need a new laptop. I'm amazed the one I have is still ticking. It got like that. This is actually my wife's laptop, and when she first got it, I accidentally spilled a drink on the keyboard and ruined it. I ruined the keyboard, but the computer kept ticking. The screen didn't go out, and everything was cool there. You just have to use a external keyboard to type anything on it. But it came back around to me about a couple years back when a couple years, or maybe about a year later, it came back around on me because she accidentally spilled a drink on my laptop, and then my laptop didn't survive that. It didn't survive that. But hers did, so it became our computer from that point forward. But it's getting up in years. It's still ticking, just surprisingly, because it got the drink spilled on it in 2011. 2011, and it's 2018. It's been still ticking for 8 years, this thing. Holy crap. We're 7 years now. 7 years after getting a sugary drink, just spilled all up in it and got it all up in its guts. Yep, all of it. And then it's still, you know, I've written like 30 screenplays on that thing. It's amazing. I gotta get back to work doing that when I get done here. This is one of the reasons why I'm doing the show right now. I have to make myself do it, you know. So I just have to make myself do the show because that window where I'm rendering and uploading, that's my window to get everything I'm behind on done, because I can get it done in that window. So this is now the beginning of my workday as a self-employed writer for hire. So like I clock in, I do vent, and then after that I get it on the computer, and then while it's rendering, I can just do a bunch of other stuff in that window of time. And that's good. That's like a kind of like, this is what I kind of been looking for here. Like some sort of like, to discipline myself, I need like some sort of like a rigid window where I can't dick around or do anything else, or I can't fall prey to distractions or my own exhaustion. That I can just do the work in between this time I have to do it. And I wish I actually got started earlier, but I didn't really feel that good last night, so I slept in a little bit. Didn't want to. It's like I was planning to pull an all-nighter and get my work done then, but no. Nope, didn't work out. I was just had no energy. Well, it's like it was Sunday, and I always make plans to work and do stuff on Sunday, but in the back of my mind, it's the day of rest, so I guess I had to rest and really just jump on the horse on Monday and start rolling there. I don't know. I don't know how that works. It's just it's a human energy cycle. So I don't really get it. But sure, this might be boring, but you can click away if you're bored. You can click away. I'm getting my work done. I'm clocking in. It's like, this is what I'm doing. I should rename vent to clocking in, because sometimes when I record the show, there's not a lot I can really vent about because there's nothing fresh in my mind where I'm like, this is bullshit. I'm venting about it. I'm angry. And I'm just, it's a general kind of vent. It's about getting the energy gears worked up. And so when I get this done, I'll just get the next thing done, and the next thing done. It's supposed to set off a marathon. It's a triggering chain of events. It's a good trigger. There are bad triggers, and there are good triggers. This is a good trigger, because it might make me feel a little stressed sometimes, but it's good stress. You got to turn that bad. If it feels like bad stress, you got to figure out a way to make it good stress, and you do that by having fun. And because I'm old and I've gone through some shit, I sometimes forget how to have fun. Like, I see kids playing, I'm like, how do they do it? How do they play? How do they have this energy? Is it because they're not worried about anything? They're not draining their energy because they're worried about the next thing that's coming down the pike. And I'm thankful because, some of the worries have have kind of gone away a little bit, at least temporarily, at least for the next few days. Then there's a new month coming around, so it's brand new obstacles, brand new stresses, and all that. But I think we can jump on them and get them taken care of. So we'll have a good month for March, and I can get a lot of work done in that time period without having to worry about hopefully anything other than the general worries that plague us all day, every day. But nothing just heavy and looming that is just in my world and my world only, and it doesn't affect anyone else except me and my family. So it's like I don't think I have any of that going on anymore. Usually there's always like some sort of personal bullshit that's like, oh god, this is really wearing on me. And there's always going to be those things. There's always going to be those things that just they're like weird pressure, little. I hate using this analogy, but it's like tumors in your head. And the only way to purge yourself of the tumor is to overcome the obstacles, or you'll just be buried by them forever. And I'm not going to let myself be buried by my obstacles. Right? It's like I should be doing a TED Talk right now. It's like, this is TED Talk, guys. This is TED Talk. TED Talk. I'm a TED Talk. Where I'm going to say something insightful. And you're going to listen. And you're going to be like, yeah. Yeah, he's right. He's really right. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. See if there's any non-Trump related news. It's like, all I'm really doing now is like, I'm not going to waste, unless I'm really, really interested, I'm not going to click on a news story. I'm just going to look at these headlines and say like, oh, blah, 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 blah. These are headline reviews. It's not the news review. This is not my commentary on the actual news. This is my commentary on the headlines. That's right, the headlines. So let's for shits and giggles, let's go to Breitbart. Let's go to Breitbart, guys. See what we're looking at here. Loading. You're giving me dead air, Breitbart. Oh, DACA. I can't even start with DACA. DACA. The Dreamers. Yeah. I'm like, like I've read up on this, and I'm hear both sides of the argument, and I'm gonna side with the dreamers here, but I don't have like impassioned arguments to back up my support. But it's just like, man, look at the lives these people live, and I mean, they're trying to get ahead, and but like, the thing that muddies the waters, that really divides everybody, is the whole tax issues. Like, they don't pay income tax, and they get paid under the table. It's not taxable because they're not legal citizens. I'm like, okay, that's true, but how much are they getting paid under the table? I can guarantee it's not what a person who's getting paid above the table is getting paid. It's not nearly as much. So they're doing more work and getting paid less. So you can take the taxes. You could pretty much make the difference of the taxes based on what they're not getting paid for doing the same job that someone who is a citizen could be getting paid, over $10 an hour to do. So it makes up the difference. The difference is made up, I think. So I think it all balances out in the grand scheme of things. Is people just put so much focus on one thing, and it dominates. That one thing just dominates the entire argument when there is actually a balance, but sometimes there is an imbalance and something needs to be done about it. And people are trying to correct the imbalances, and more power to them. I bid these people a good journey to balance things out. If I knew what to do, I would do it. But I can only do what I do, and what I'm doing right now is commentating. I'm being a spectator. I'm being a culture critic, I think. I'm a culture critic. I'm just like an announcer, just following the game, saying like, oh, they do this, yeah, okay. Damn, screen turned off again. Bear with me 1 second. Boop. Turn on. Boop. But yeah, I can't. It's like, it's really annoying, Breitbart. Their headlines are they're in all caps, and they're in italics. Like, what? That doesn't draw my eye at all. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to fix your interface. Man. No, man. Like, no, this is... wait, I want to see what Breitbart has to say. It's like, I would have confronted Florida shooter. They have something on Trump saying that. I would have confronted the shooter. Yeah, you look like the kind of guy who would go, hey. The picture they use for him here is perfect. Like, hey, you put that gun down, mister. You put that gun down. I'm serious. Alright, I'm actually going to read this one just to see if I can get some laughs out of it. President Donald Trump said that he would have confronted the high school shooter in Florida if he was outside the building at the time of the attack. Bold statement. Bold statement, man. The president met with United States governors on Monday to discuss political issues, including how to stop the school shootings from happening. You don't know until you test it, but I really believe I'd run in there even if I didn't have a weapon, and I think most of the people in this room would have done that too. Oh, he's humble. He gave other people credit. I think you would too. If I was in the room, I would be like, no, only with a gun. It's like, I'm not bulletproof. If I was Superman, yeah, maybe I would just go in and say, hey, and you knock it off. Yeah, but hey, he gave props. He gave credit. Like, yeah, I'm sure you would too. Yeah, jerk off gesture. Yeah, okay. Trump again criticized the Broward County deputies who remained outside the school as the shooter attacked, and I think we're all on his side there, unfortunately. They weren't exactly Medal of Honor. I'm gonna start that again. They weren't exactly Medal of Honor winners, all right? He said the way they performed was frankly disgusting. It was disgusting! Right! I'm outraged by their behavior there. It's like, those spineless bastards! Oh no. I shouldn't be laughing. This is serious stuff. See how quiet it got there? This is serious. This is a tragedy. This is a tragedy. And we should not be making light of a tragedy. Who do I think I am? Let's continue this article. Yeah. Okay. It's like, the way they performed was frankly disgusting. Let me be serious here, because people, like, sometimes people are put off by snarkiness and cynicism and sarcasm and nihilism. I think I lean more towards, for a while I thought I was a nihilist, and I'm like, no, I realize I'm more of a sarcasticist, if that is even a word. But if it's not a word, I'm coining it right now, right here, patenting it. Nick R. Murphy came up with this word, sarcasticist. I'm a sarcasticist. Yeah, a lot of sis in that word. I'm a sarcasticist, not a cynicist. I'm not a cynicist. I am not a nihilist. I am a sarcasticist. All right. We're still in the middle of this article, so I gotta keep going here. Trump specifically mentioned Broward County Sheriff Deputy Scott Peterson. Scott Peterson, that's a bad name, if anyone ever did have one. But it's different in this case, because this is just Scott with one T instead of two. Yeah, that makes the difference. Yeah, your name doesn't sound like Scott Peterson just because you took a T off. Yeah. Yeah, you guys remember Lacey Peterson? That was awful. You know, she was pregnant. You know, the movie Gone Girl is kind of based on that story? You remember that? That was so sad. Yeah. Scott Peterson was the guy who killed his wife. Lacey Peterson. She was pregnant. Right. Yeah. But this deputy just so happens to have the same name as Scott Peterson. And he's a spineless bastard who did not go into the school to confront that shooter, even though he had a weapon of his own and was trained for such a scenario. But when shit went down, it did not go down with him involved. And it should have. It should have. Like, so yeah, and you know, he mentioned this dude, Scott Peterson, by name, Trump did. You know, and he said, Scott Peterson not going to the school. He heard the power. He heard probably the screaming and the bullets, and he wanted no part of it, Trump said. That was a terrible, terrible job. That was a terrible, terrible job. Terrible, terrible. There are billions and billions and billions of other people who would have done that job. He was not one of those billions. He did a terrible, terrible job. The president revealed that he had lunch over the weekend with the NRA's Vice President Wayne LaPierre and Chris W. Cox, the NRA's Executive Director of Legislative Action. He called them patriots who wanted to help stop mass shootings. Don't worry about the NRA. They're on our side. There's nothing to be afraid of, Trump told the governors. And you know what? If they're not with you, we have to fight them every once in a while. And that's okay. Trump again detailed to arm some skilled teachers with weapons. Oh boy. So I want highly trained people that have a natural talent, like hitting a baseball or hitting a golf ball or putting. Okay. He proposed the option of giving teachers a $1,000 bonus, suggesting that it was an affordable way to make schools a hardened target. The bad guy has to understand there's a big price to pay when they mess around with our students, Trump said. Oh, man, Trump. Buddy. Man, that took up a good chunk of time. We're at the end of this. I was gonna get into but I can't really get into it. But I was thinking about getting into it, like all the businesses that are cutting ties with the NRA, and I don't really have much to say about it. I don't really have much to say. Hasn't really dominated my mind, but it did make me curious as to what businesses do business with the with the NRA. And it's just because discounts. The members get discounts who go to these places. And I think both companies make a good chunk of change with that. Yeah. But a lot of businesses are cutting ties, so people can't get their discounts anymore. These NRA members, these responsible gun owners, can't get their discounts anymore. They can't. And it's not fair. And I don't care. Yeah. It's like, okay, your discounts, it sucks. Yeah, so because businesses are pulling out, yeah, it's turned into a standoff of sorts. It's like a economic standoff. It's a showdown. Everyone on every side is thrown down. And that's sad. Nobody should fight. And nobody should shoot up schools. And no one should hate each other. If a lot of people love each other, the world would be a better place to live. That's right. But that's my time, guys. I think we had some laughs today. We had some we had some serious moments. Yeah. Things got a little heavy and sad. But, we'll do better tomorrow. And we'll keep it light tomorrow. And we'll have fun. And that's important. Okay? So till tomorrow.
I'm Pickle Rick!
Shut up! Just shut up!
I'm Pickle Rick!
No! No! Bye, everybody.